My name is Nathan Cartnell. I am a junior at McPherson College. I'm 22 years old, and I am also a volunteer at the World War I Museum and Memorial in Kansas City, Missouri. One of the things I find interesting about World War I is the level of change that occurs in the world in such a short amount of time. You know, at the beginning, it's a lot of old systems, and by the end, it's all of those systems are gone. You know, the reason why it's kind of referred to as the end of the old Europe is, you know, by the end of it, everyone's dead, and their empires are dead. And so, you know, you see Germany's empire dead, Austria-Hungary's, Russia, the Ottomans, they're all gone. And that is a very consequential thing for Europe in the grand scheme of things, because that's what leads to basically everything that follows. Half of the countries in modern Europe are solely based around World War I and the events of World War I that followed. The challenging thing about teaching about history and World War I in particular is that there's hundreds of years of context that needs to be explained sometimes. And that is a problem for a lot of people because, you know, history is not one of those things that you can just, the way that it was explained to me and the way that I like explaining it now is that history isn't just memorization, which to some people kind of sounds weird because that's what it is. A majority of it is in middle school and high school and college. But the thing is that history isn't just memorizing names and dates. It's understanding. You have to understand complex political situations, religious conflicts, strife within different nationalities, different economic situations. And you know, there's a lot of, to understand the full depth of history, it's not just history that you have to understand. It's also economics, religion, psychology, sociology, politics, and you know, that's a lot of context that you have to digest and kind of put into a situation that actually makes sense to people. And so it's not surprising to me that education systems sometimes boil it down to just names and dates, because even though those are a little bit more irritating to try and memorize, they are simpler to memorize, and I would consider that to be a pretty fair reason why they are kind of the cornerstone of a lot of history education, but they definitely don't tell the full story, and that's something that I'm trying to rectify with my work, my writing and my presentations and my demonstrations. I started volunteering at the memorial because I enjoyed learning about World War I in school. And so as a result of that, I got more invested in World War I, and I always enjoyed history in some capacity or another, whether that be reading about it or studying it or teaching about it. And so when I was made aware that there was a living history group that worked as a part of the World War I Museum, I was very excited, and it's been a really, really good experience to learn how to teach and how to present, and it's kind of given me an outlet for my hobby and my desire to teach.